if you saw my last vlog, really rough week, really rough week, really rough life, really rough week though, really rough 2 weeks. I did get to go visit with my friend Nikki and sit on her couch and ride it to outer space while watching the weirdest movie ever and speculating whether or not Batavia, that supposedly lives in the big beautiful pink house across the street from her, is me in the future or not. It's not. Like we agreed, we both need to do this more often. We both need to hang out more often, in general. We used to hang out a lot, and then, life, things shift, things change, but, she's going through her own stuff too. So, but, yeah, we definitely need to get together more, because I feel like out of all of my friends, one, it's been the longest running, standing adult female friendship that I've had. Healthy adult female friendship that I've had. Like, there's healthy boundaries and good communication between us. I mean, we both go through our phases where we just don't, we block out the entire world, and we usually go through those phases around the same times. But we always come back together and we'll talk about it, and it'll be like, dude, me too, She's one of my favorite people. I really love and adore her. She's one of the sweetest people ever. I had a good weekend with her. And then, meetings. I had a meeting yesterday, but that one went pretty well. That one went pretty quick. And then, it was a rather easy Tuesday as far as Tuesdays have been going here lately, because our schedule's been getting all shifted around, and I never like that. So, because once I'm set in my routine, I like my routine. I feel like it keeps me healthy, keeps me going, and if something throws off that routine, that's throwing off the whole rest of my day. There's nothing I can do to change it. Sorry, I can't help it. So I like my routine. And yeah, pretty much that's it. Been making stupid TikToks, and people are mad at Miss Rachel for trying to feed hungry kids in Gaza. It's like, out of all of the things to be mad about, this is the hill you want to die on? Okay. But yeah. I'm not the place to get, celebrity news and stuff like that, but that really shocked me. It's like, wow, really? Nobody can do nothing, huh? So, I'll just find reasons to be mad. I almost wonder if it's just a bunch of bots that are mad at her, not even real people, because it's like, there's no way that can even be logical. So, I mean, I haven't found a logical solution yet. I really do feel like she was just good intention. She's just trying to help kids that need help, people that need help. And you know what? That's a lot more than most people are doing these days. So, what can you do? I guess I'm gonna edit my vlog into here. I just found the Mac Dre sounds on TikTok. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. I am for always and ever telling my husband, put your heels on the strip, see what you make us. Da la 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 la, lots of paper.
Well, geez, if my calculations are correct, I think I might have a pair of heels that will fit him perfectly.
My husband just peeked his head in the door like, who is she talking to? And looked at me weird and left. I have to go to a meeting. I'm tempted to take this clown and very seriously sit him right next to me with the recorder in his hand. And not say anything about it. And if anybody asks, pretend he's not even there. Dark joke idea, just testing the vibe. So my brother's always been better at everything than me, right? Sports, skateboarding, making friends, academically. Just everything. What do you think? Too dark? Don't worry, it'll only get worse before it gets better. June 3rd's coming up. It's my brother's death anniversary, or anniversary, whatever we want to call it. I went and did the mental health awareness thing, and it was pretty cute. Look at these temporary tattoos I got. I will be wearing them, possibly on my face. People don't know how to read anyway, it's not like it will matter. And I took my emotional support clown. I had him hanging out of my pocket. I know everybody saw him and probably thought, what is wrong with this lady? Even one guy was like, and who are you with again? Even though I had my badge right there next to the clown. Ooh, I kind of like how, the gray hair coils, kinks like that. Even when you try to straighten it. Love that. I'm trying to grow my gray hair out. I think it's lovely. It looks like tinsel. Anyways, so I got some information about Narcan, and here's one thing that I would like to say publicly about Narcan, is my brother, 2 years ago, he first tried to do it in this van where I'm sitting. There's still little remnants in the cracks and stuff like that, but because he vomed orange everywhere, and despite my uncle's best efforts, it's still there in the cracks, and I've tried to clean it out. When somebody it's very hard to clean that up, which is why I've had to think very hard, how do I want to go? Preferably asleep in my bed. Got a little question and answer thing, and talk to them about how, there should be a 48 to 72 hour hold. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not going to determine that. But some medical professional out there somewhere that knows what they're talking about should determine how long a psychiatric hold should be for someone who has been administered Narcan. Even if it was accidental exposure, right? Still. There should be a hold, there should be evaluations, because my brother, the first time he tried to, he was sitting right here in this van, and the poor employee at that hotel found him in the parking lot and called 911, as she should. Good job, young lady. I bet you're experiencing PTSD from this too. I want to go ghost hunt that hotel, so maybe I'll get to meet her someday. But yeah. So, went out. The paramedics came, administered Narcan, took him to the hospital. Rightly so. These are all good things. These are all good steps. Where they dropped the ball is they allowed him to leave, but while the stuff was still in his system. While he was still actively, high. Because even though you're administered Narcan, it is a great tool to have, but it is not a save-all, fix-all. You still need to go to the hospital. You still need medical attention. It just gives you and your loved ones more time to figure out, 1, what's going on, and 2, how to fix it. So, it's not like you're going to administer the Narcan, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're better, and they don't need any medical attention, and nobody ever needs to know anything. No, you have to get medical attention. And, there's privacy laws, so if you're worried about people finding out about it, there's that. Nurses shouldn't be talking about your personal business around town anyways. It's breaking so many HIPAA violations, which I see a lot in small towns. Because it's like, did you know Jenny came into the emergency room today? Why are you talking about Jenny's business? Do you think Jenny's been through enough? Anyways, I digress. I'm gonna go inside and get dressed how I actually want to be dressed instead of how society wants me to be dressed. I mean, I think I look cute. But I want to feel comfortable and cute. And I don't feel comfortable and cute right now. Well, I don't know. I'll go inside and I'll evaluate. Hear that? Maybe we'll do daily checkups. See how loud it gets.
I just want to be a cicada so that way it would be socially acceptable for me to hang out in trees and scream all day. Thank you.
Some chicks will literally talk smack about you while wearing your clothes. That's alright. You know what it is. Just call me Daddy.
Back out on the trail again. Because even though I wasn't planning on going for a walk yesterday, I noticed while editing this vlog last night that I apparently lost my stylus while blowing bubbles in the middle of the woods. So now I gotta go back down there and see if I can find my stylus. Probably the most annoying part of having a phone with a stylus is every time you drop your phone that has the stylus just ejects itself across the room, across the ground somewhere, across the universe. Peep the outfit choices. I mean, it doesn't look bad now that I have the pink backpack on. It makes a little more sense. However, imagine this without the pink backpack, just chilling in your office. To be fair, I had on a sweater that matched it earlier today, but it's that weird time of year where at some points of the day it's too hot for a sweater, and at some points of the day it's too cold for a sweater, and the sweater I had on is thicker than this material. So, and this one has a zipper. And I'm wearing a tank top, because that was my right idea for today, was just wear a hoodie with a tank top. Sure, that will go great. So, now I'm hot. But at least I'm not cold. And I'd rather be a little warm, a little toasty than cold. So, I'm gonna go find this stylus. Well, this tree wasn't broken like that yesterday. It's split in half from that tree over there. It's supposed to be connected to that. Looks like. Yikes. And then this tree just happened to catch it. I found my stylus! I get to celebrate with a bubble party now. You want to join me?
Yeah, we're gonna have a bubble party in our bubblegum pack!
With our bubblegum backpack.
Whoop whoop whoop!
Go in a bubble wand.
Alright, I brought my bubble gun.
It's not bubbling today. It was bubbling this morning. Fine, I accept defeat with the bubbles today. But it's a win with my stylus. Like, that thing by itself is worth like $20. I need to get a new one. But I'm too poor.
I got an art tablet now. It's pretty much what I was using it for, was to doodle on my phone. But I have a whole art tablet now. Alright. That was it. Bye. Yes, I brought my bubbles just to celebrate if I found it. How else was I going to celebrate?
That was the last few days since I put together my last vlog. My next vlog will be, well, not my next vlog, my next podcast. It's probably going to be shorter than the other ones, hopefully. And, unless you guys are into that. I don't know, because nobody gives me feedback in the comment section. You guys could tell me, hey, podcasts, maybe a little too long. Podcasts, maybe they could be a little longer. You could give a little bit more detail here and there. Like, if we're here to listen, we're here to listen. I have no idea, though, because it's like a ghost town. It's like I'm getting a bunch of, like, digital fluoride stares. So, I've been thinking about maybe doing a, I don't know if anyone's ever watched a KJ's What Happened, type of, stream. I've been thinking about maybe live streaming and doing a sort of KJ's What Happened live stream and, like, just live streaming my computer screen and putting that onto the internet. And we can talk about what we're seeing. Just get a bunch of stuff together. You guys can send me ideas too, because that was one of my favorite things to do, especially on a Saturday, was KJ's What Happened. And I mean, I still try to watch a lot of his videos, but I like being over. I'm used to YouTube, so I don't like having to get to know new tools. And I guess that's just me. So if anyone happens to be a KJ's What Happened fan, if you don't know what that is, go look up The Scariest Movie Ever by KJ Osborne. It came out years ago, and like, he built a pretty awesome community, but for whatever reason, he got strikes. Wasn't really too detailed on why, but I think it's just because whenever he would do, and maybe I would have to make another channel for this, but whenever he would do his live streams, like, it doesn't make any sense to me, because how come some people can claim fair use, but he shows a clip, like not even the whole thing. A lot of times he won't even play the audio from the video, and he'll get a strike for showing something. I think it's just because of the narrative in which the community talked about it. But, I mean, I have no agenda or narrative. I'm just here to gather thoughts, opinions. What do you guys think about this thing? Or did you guys know about this thing? Or if there's a certain topic you guys want me to deep dive into, I'd be more than happy to. I've deep dived so many topics, but if there's one that you want me to revisit and maybe go into a little bit more detail on, I can, do my little research thing, scour the internet for all of the information, and maybe provide you with a video, little docu-series on it. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of people out there already doing a pretty good job doing that, but they tend to have, like, certain niches. Like, they focus on celebrities or politicians or whatever. So, maybe you just want me to research regular old Joes. Like, did you hear about Larry down at the tobacco store and how he, drug that pony around the, square or something? I don't know. Anything. So, let me know what you guys, what kind of things you guys want to hear about. Or, like, small town historical stuff, dramas, because I've been doing a lot of, historical research over the last few years for my local area, and I feel like some of it's pretty cool. So maybe you guys have a small town that you live in and got some cool, interesting stories you want to share, and we can make a little compilation. Maybe somebody wants to, collaborate and do a video together. I share a small town story, you share a small town story. I don't know. Just some thoughts. Or I share one of my childhood traumas and you share one of your childhood traumas. You show me mine, I'll show you yours. No, that's for OnlyFans. Just kidding. Won't make one of those. Unless it's just for feet, I guess. I don't know. I'm hungry. I wear child-sized pants with the elastic in them. I'm not kidding. See? Look. Elastic in my pants. So yeah. You wanna know what I was thinking about earlier today? Maybe I should save this for my abortion story video. Yeah, I think I'll save it for my abortion story video. No, wait, I think I'll say it here now too. I think it's it is true. It is so true that so many conservatives are pro-life until the baby's born. Or they'll also tell you, one, you shouldn't be a drain on the system, and then they'll also tell you, oh, well, just go sign up for food stamps and take advantage of the system, and yada, yada, yada. That's great and all, but I'm trying, not to be poor for the rest of my life, so I'm trying to get off of the food stamps and stuff like that, and, I mean, we're off of the assistance, but, I mean, honestly, could we use it? Yeah. To bend our backs and everything, right? And work as hard as we can. You wanna know what really gets my goat? Is church people are so much more willing to help my husband than they are me. Or talk to my husband than they are me. And I get it. I'm a little abrasive. However, how do you think he got to the church? Do you think that was his own idea? Just some food for thought. Speaking of food, I'm hungry. Like, I just don't do well in group settings. I don't want to go to your prayer group. And, you guys lost my trust with the Awana stuff, so. Sorry. I really wish I could easily trust, but it seems every time I try to, extend trust, it's broken so easily. And then when I try to continue extending trust, concerns are just disregarded. Concerns for safety are disregarded, and I don't think that's cool. Churches should not disregard concerns for safety. So there's that. But anyways, I'm doing a lot better now. I just kind of wanted to show you guys that. If I have another mental spiral, I'm sure maybe I'll turn on the camera. I didn't really want to last time. Well, last time I turned on the camera, I didn't know I was gonna have a mental spiral. It was just, a surprise. You're welcome. Nothing like a surprise spiral.
Oh yeah.
That's the privacy. Hey, can you shut the door?
So yeah, nothing like a surprise spiral. So anyways, I'm gonna go. And I hope you've been enjoying watching my mind unravel. Like I said, next podcast, or maybe I said, I will be answering questions about my brother and his OD. He first OD'd in his van, and then he was found by a hotel employee at the hotel he was staying at, and he went to the hospital. They released him within just a few short hours of that. He went back to the hotel and got in the bathtub and did it again, knowing that it would happen. So that's why I wonder, did he do it on purpose, or was it on accident? I don't know. My therapist was like, so, the brother's trauma we're gonna need to unpack, and I was just like, oh yeah? No kidding. So yeah. We were trauma bonded together in a lot of ways. And I don't know. I feel like it's usually up until the 2-year mark where I'm able to just, shove everything down. Because with my dad, with my grandma, with my grandpa, it was like that. It was like up until the 2-year mark, the 2-year anniversary, it was
Just like, just shove everything down. Don't think about it. Don't look at it. Don't think about it.
But I've kind of been really forced to think about it and look at it these last 2 years with some of the assignments that I've been given. So maybe my boss is doing me a favor? I don't know. So, I mean, I'm sure she knows what she's doing. She's a good leader, so I trust her opinion. And I'm sure if I told her any of it was just too much for me, she'd accept it. So, because I usually try my best to be my best and do my best. But yeah, that's all you can really do. Try to be your best, do your best, and drink plenty of water. Drink plenty of water! And I'll be answering questions about my brother in my next podcast. So if you have any questions about, he was in prison for 10 years. Over 10 years. He was in prison for a little bit around 10 years. Over 10 years. So if you want to know what it's like, point of view being a very close relative of somebody who is in prison, I can answer those questions. And if you want to know what it's like being, he got out, and he was such a success story. He was making like pretty good money, had a pretty good job, and he was in groups, and he had done rehab and recovery and all this stuff. If you hear Bubba in the background, don't mind him. He is on one today. He is hulking out, but that's all right. Mr. Baby, he can take him. He had a really good life going for him, and I don't think he could deal with all of the processing childhood trauma and the current trauma and the trauma being in prison and just stacked on top of each other. And it was like, Michael and I were pretty good at pretending that we were fine when we weren't fine. So a lot of people would, help us get back built up to the point where we would be okay. And they would just be like, all right, now go. And he didn't have the support he needed. I can tell you that right now. And I'll share more about that in my podcast. So, if you have any questions, let me know. And what it's like to be a person who is grieving, all the thoughts that I have. If you have any questions for me, maybe that will help me too. Maybe your questions will help me answer some of my own. So, yeah, you can just leave them down in the comment section. Don't be shy. Even if it's rude. I don't care at this point. So yeah. Talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.